I always grew up thinking that money wasn't good. I'm not here to waste my time. When I want something, I'm gonna work for it. And I don't know, I just do the first step. In this world, we come alone and we die alone. You cannot depend on people. Because when you expect people, they are gonna fail.
When I get big, I'm gonna get a team. But for now, I have to do everything.
I understand you 100% and I'm sure you're gonna be huge. Don't forget about me.
All right, let's move this. Guys, we have a new guest today. Straight from Brazil. I'm gonna ask her everything because if you guys don't know, I'm a huge fan of Brazilian culture. I love the music, I love the food, I love the country, I love the people. So first of all, let's welcome Fernanda.
Hello guys.
Thank
Hello,
you.
Mateo.
Thank you for being here, Fernanda.
Thank you for having me.
So yeah, as I said, Fernanda is from Brazil. So obviously, the first mandatory question is, what part of Brazil are you from?
I am from Minas Gerais.
Okay, that's
It is on the central area in Brazil.
Belo Horizonte is the
Belo
capital,
Horizonte
right?
is the capital.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a huge state, a lot of little small towns.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know you guys are famous for the cheese. Is that right?
Cheese, caipirinha, picanha, pão de queijo. What else? Coxinha.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there is a lot of good stuff.
If you guys don't know Brazilian food, because I feel like Brazilians know Brazilian food, but in general, it's still kind of like a secret.
What do you mean?
Brazilian cuisine is not really known worldwide unless you're Brazilian.
Yeah. I think it's very like specific, and the way you make it, it is different because the Brazilian food in the US, I don't think is the same. So I think it is unique when you have the food there.
I've been there, and I can confirm everything that I ate is amazing, and they have such a passion for food similar to my culture, Italy. So I already found that when I was there, like I resonate with the culture a lot. So how was growing up in Brazil? What kind of experience was growing up in your state?
Well, I feel like growing up in Minas Gerais and my hometown, it is a very small town.
Okay.
Everything was very simple. Not like a lot of technology, not a lot of ambition. Everybody know each other. There was not much to do.
Was it like a big city or like a smaller?
Very small. I believe around like 60,000 people.
Oh wow.
It is a very small town. There is not much to do. So, it's very hot. The weather is very hot.
Like
there,
tropical?
Tropical and crazy hot. Like I've seen like 50 Celsius degree, like 50.
Oh wow. Okay.
So
do you have like
no
summer,
AC.
winter, or is always the same?
It is. We have a couple weeks like that is like winter.
Okay.
Would be like 18 degrees Celsius degrees. That is not winter for us here, but so it's very hot. No AC. Most of the place there's no AC, just like fan and a lot of mosquitoes and stuff like that. So we used to be like hanging out in front of the houses, just doing people watching. That's talking, gossiping, and stuff like that. So it was. I have a nice childhood.
Okay.
Playing on the streets, with my family. I have a huge family, and I had a lot of friends as well.
Your whole family is still in Brazil?
Everybody's in Brazil.
Okay, so you're the only one that left.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I want to know more about that. But so you grew up in this place, and then you moved in the south, right?
So I was there for a while, and I moved to the south in 2012. And me and back in the day, the guy I was with, so we were in Curitiba,
Okay.
which is in Paraná, is in the south of Brazil. It's a bigger city, it's like very nice, and we have the four seasons there. And
The south is more like European.
more European. It is beautiful, beautiful. It is just like, you have good and bad. Like people are colder, and you go to Minas Gerais, you like family. Like you get there, you're already friends.
Okay.
You know, it is a different dynamic. So everything is good and bad. So Curitiba was a place that I grew a lot, like in my career, and was a good experience as well.
Because you started as like your Fernanda is a personal trainer. She has her own business. We're gonna go into that, but you didn't start in the fitness world.
No, no, no. So I did business in college, which is funny because back in the day when I decided to go to college, I was in between doing business and doing we call in Portuguese physical education, which would be the equivalent to be a trainer here.
Yes.
I don't know how they call that.
Educazione fisica in Italy.
Educação física.
Yeah. I understand.
Yeah. So I didn't do it because back in the day, these people, they didn't make enough money. And Monday, I was ambitious. Like since I realized what type of lifestyle I wanted, I was always looking for something that it could get me in a better place in life.
Okay.
So I decided to do business, and I did for 4 years. And then after that, we moved to the south of Brazil. And then I always worked in retail my whole life. So I was always a salesperson. I'm very good with people.
Okay.
And my first job in Curitiba was in a gym. And that I was in the front desk. Right, it was my first job. I was getting to know the city and people there. And
did you like the fitness world?
I loved it.
So from the beginning, you were like, "Oh, I love this."
It was so because it was a very high-end gym.
Okay.
And people would like drive Ferraris to the gym, like very.
That's
people,
cool.
Yeah, it was like a very nice place to be. And then I fell in love with fitness. I started working out when I was 21. In my hometown, but when I started working at that gym and I became friends with the trainers, then I started to understand how, the movements and the form, and I was like obsessed about fitness. So then I was working out 7 days a week, taking advantage of being in such a nice gym like that.
Did you do it like because you wanted to look good physically, or was it more like a general wellness, mental health? Was it?
I think both. I also felt really good being on that environment. And people there, they were like very fit, very successful, and I like places like that. So for me, it was like kind of,
Cool.
a good place to be. So I had fun. And then I got this other job, which I was like able to make more money, but I was managing this big brand in Brazil.
Always in Curitiba?
In Curitiba.
Okay.
It was in a shopping mall, so I didn't have a life. I was working like all the time. They don't close. They are open 7 days a week.
Okay.
And then I was in this job for 3 years. I was not happy. I feel like I was never the type of person that was meant to be working for somebody else. It was very hard for me to be following those rules and making the time that they want me to be there, and I have no freedom, right? And I ended up, breaking up with my ex.
Okay.
And I decided to come to the U.S. to...
Why America?
Well, I talked to some people about it, and, USA is the most powerful...
More opportunities.
More opportunities. English was something that I was always like, I always loved the language, and I was never able to learn and really speak English well. And
I know, sorry if I interrupt. I've been to Brazil. It's hard to find English speakers in Brazil.
It is very hard.
Rio de Janeiro, no one spoke English when I went there.
Try to go to Pirapora then.
What's that?
My hometown. You're not going to speak English there.
But not even like the touristy places, restaurants, no one spoke English.
Well, if you go to some hotels in Rio, they can speak good English. In São Paulo as well, especially São Paulo.
Okay.
Because there is a lot of business people there.
Maybe São Paulo more.
Yeah.
But I remember like Rio de Janeiro was really hard to find someone there.
It is hard. You have to, do the hands, and you're going to find a way to communicate, but
Yeah.
it is hard. But So I decided to come here to learn English.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm sure it was a shock because culturally and the language were completely different.
Well, I talked to some friends, and one of my best friends, she said, "Oh, I have a friend that just moved to Boston."
Okay.
And people keep asking me how I was, why did I move to Boston? And I always tell it was God's will, because I hate cold weather. But people told me Boston is a very nice place. It is easier the Brazilian community is huge. And I had a place to stay, and I go, okay. So I decided to go to Boston.
How did you get the visa? Because I know
had a
Brazilians
tourist
it's
visa.
really hard to get the visa for coming here.
Well, I had a good job back in the day. I feel like when it's meant to be, things happen. When it's meant to be,
That's true.
it's gonna happen. But it was okay. I got it first time I tried.
Okay.
I had a good job, and I feel like the immigration, they want to make sure that you have a reason to go back. So I got the visa. I got there, and then
Your family?
in January, in summertime. What?
Your family? You said, "Hey, I'm moving to
Well,
Boston."
I left my parents' house very young.
Ah, okay.
I was like 16 years old. So I was very independent from the beginning.
So they never said, "Don't go, stay here," because
Well,
you
my
were
mom
already.
did. My
your mom.
My mom did. She would cry a lot, come back.
How old were you when you moved to America?
33.
Okay.
I was already 15 years living by myself.
But one thing is to be in the same country. One thing is to.
Yeah.
I know Brazil is huge, so I mean it's enormous, but
I feel like Brazilian families, they always want to have the kids
together.
very close by. Even though I wasn't, I was always away, always doing something else.
So your whole family is in the same city or the same state?
Yeah.
So you completely.
I'm the only one. I'm the only one.
Okay.
And
Can I ask you something about this? Mm-hmm. So, okay, the podcast, it's called The Hero's Journey because I'm curious about a person's personal story and also like the challenges that the person may have had in his or her life. So what I want to ask you is, did you feel like a sense of guilt to leave your family and go find your own path?
I think I started having these feelings once my brothers and sisters, they started having babies. Because now I have nephews and nieces and I'm not there. Then I'm going, oh my God, they are growing, I'm not there. But
they come here?
No, they haven't been here yet. The goal is to bring them maybe next year when they are older. Or if I can afford to bring all the family together. Because they are very young. I don't think they would be doing good here without their mom,
Yeah, of course.
And then I tried to work that on therapy because at the end of the day, it's my life and I cannot be holding me back because of my family. Because one of the reasons that I work so hard is because I want to provide them a better life and bring them. I wish they would say, oh, I want to live with you, my auntie Fer, I want to be, I would be so happy if my nephews and nieces did that, but
who knows, maybe it's going to happen.
I think it's going to happen because I'm a very nice aunt. And I will be
the aunt that's a fitness guru and lives in America, I'm sure they look at you like, oh, she's super cool, right?
I think so. They are very young.
Okay.
The oldest one is like 8 years old.
Okay.
And it's just, the way I see is like, all the things that I have in my mind that makes me sad, I try to see the positive side of it and just keep doing my thing because I know I have something bigger to do here. So
let's go. Okay, you arrived in Boston. What was the first impression? Was it winter or summer?
It was summertime.
Okay.
It was June 23rd, 22nd, something like that.
What year?
2016. So I was like Boston is a beautiful city. And I was like, everything was new, you go and you see the prices of stuff at TJ Maxx, and stuff like that. And you go like, wow, I can actually buy those stuff here. You know, in Brazil it's so expensive.
Oh, like an
So
iPhone is super.
anything is expensive. Even McDonald's is expensive, you know. So it
Don't eat
was
McDonald's,
fun.
guys. We're not saying go to eat McDonald's.
No, I
stay,
mean,
stay away
it's
from McDonald's.
I like it. I don't know last time I had it, but it was like a luxury thing for me and my family to have something like that. So it was nice.
Where in Boston did you?
Somerville.
I lived in Somerville.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Union Square.
I used to live, no. Somerville, I was closer to the Assembly Square, the Assembly Row.
I don't remember this.
No, they have a little shop area. They have TJ Maxx and a bunch of stores, like an outlets.
Oh, okay.
So I was there for a little bit. It was a shitty house. All the rats and cucarachas, baratas.
Rats?
Yeah, awful. But, you know, it was the beginning.
How do you say cucaracha in Portuguese?
Baratas. So it was
Muita baratas.
Muita baratas. Muitas baratas.
So your English, you learned it just by being with the Americans, or you took classes? And...
I did. Then I changed my visa to student visa.
Oh, okay.
So I was in school, and then it was a very, very hard time, but I learned a lot. I was in school for almost a year and a half.
Okay.
But in Brazil, when I knew I was going here, I studied English as well. I invested some money on like private classes, which helped me a lot. And I always made sure like I was dating English-speaking guys.
If it was Brazilian or Latinos, you know.
Never, ever, because I had a goal, right? So I was doing this. I'm not here to waste my time, you know.
I understand. No, I'm already seeing some patterns. You knew what you wanted. You were always ready to level up.
Yeah.
Even if you meant like risking everything.
Yeah. So then I met my ex-husband in 2017.
Okay.
We started dating.
American.
He's from Boston
Boston.
area. And we started dating, we got married, and then, you know, after I got my papers, then I finally left the restaurant industry, and I decided to go do something else. So I did solar energy sales for a month.
Oh my God. How was that?
It was awful because it was
Commission
like,
only?
It was very good commission. But the thing is like, we did like sales for farms.
Okay.
Like we went to the upstate New York or houses, like whatever.
You just go there, like knock on the door.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
this I
oh
represent.
My God, it was awful. People called the cops on us.
Why?
Some people are so mean. I don't know. They felt like we are like being invasive or something. Imagine me being invasive. Never like I don't know. Some people are just weird. So I used to go.
You're saying because they're not used to seeing like an immigrant?
No, it was me and another American person. Was always like two people.
Okay.
And we are like offering then the opportunity to do the solar energy on the houses or the farms. So in the farms, the winter time, upstate New York, freezing, you go up there, knocking doors, stepping on shit, you know, the calls and stuff like that. It was awful. I can't handle the cold weather, and for me to be out there walking outside like this was like very painful. So I did that for a month and a half, then I quit.
Yeah.
And then I got a job as a cashier at Bank of America.
Okay, Boston, still always Boston.
Boston area, Everett.
Mm.
Hi. It was another awful job.
Oh my God.
It was like my manager, God bless her, she was yelling at us. She was very like unprofessional. And I was learning the job, whatever, and I was always very good with people. People loved me there. And then one day I was working, and this lady, she was in real estate. She's a Brazilian lady. And she loved it, like loved me. Like she goes, Fernanda, do you like this job? Are you happy? And I go, no, I'm not happy here. She goes, this is my card. let's talk about it. Maybe I can get you an interview in this place, blah, blah. She got me an interview in this place, which was a real estate company. I had no experience in real estate at all. It is such a hard job for me to learn.
But you were good in sales, so you were
Yeah.
good with people.
Good with people. And then I got an interview. She loved me, and then she goes, Fernanda, I know you don't have any experience, but I'm going to give it a shot because I love you.
Wow.
So I was working in the office, not in sales, but I was taking care of the office.
So the office was like a
transactions.
brokerage office with all the
Yes,
agents?
yes. So I was doing this for 6 months, and I was like struggling so much, but I was doing the best I could. People loved me there.
You were still studying English, you were still going to the gym?
No, I when I got married, I quit school,
Okay.
but I still like, studying on my own and watching movies, like shows, learning, listening to American songs and stuff, the lyrics. So I always make sure that I was surrounded by people where I could be still learning English,
Okay.
right?
Can I ask you something? I don't want to know about your marriage, but what I want to know is, obviously, two different cultures. How did you find...
It was.
It's a different culture.
It is very challenging.
What did you find, if you want to share, like, challenges?
I think,
Brazilian culture, American culture.
I think any culture is going to be different. There is a language barrier, and then the way you express yourself, and then the way that Brazilian people, they are very warm and they touch you. They touch a lot. They are very happy people.
Yeah.
They like partying.
A lot.
They are smiling all the time. It is just like we see life in a different way, and especially when we are immigrants, we take risks. We are here for a reason, right?
Yeah.
So in this case, and I feel like most American people that, that doesn't travel a lot, or they don't know a lot of immigrant people, they don't understand how our life is, so the communication was very difficult, and the warm, that like I was missing some emotional, support and connection. There wasn't connection at all. So we grew apart. But
I also know for experience that, America is big. Like, Northeast is different from, like, California,
Yeah.
or, they have, I lived there, so I know a little bit, like, they're not the most outgoing people. They're not, like, very friendly.
No.
That's part of the culture of those areas in America.
Yeah.
So that also is something that I lived in California. It's very different from
Yeah.
Massachusetts,
So I feel like when the weather is cold like that, it is always different. Like I said, in the south of Brazil, people are cold. People are colder.
Brazil is the opposite.
Yeah.
South is cold.
Yes. When they get to know you, things get better. But in my experience, it is like if you are in a relationship with people that doesn't know the world, they don't think outside the box, and they are not, they don't take risks. They think you're my ex think I'm crazy, but yeah. So it was very challenging. Yeah. And then I was there for 6 months, and then COVID hit. COVID happened.
Oh my God.
I got laid off, and then I was home. One of my best friends, he was visiting me. It was crazy because it was like everything at the same time. And I was working out at home. I was using little dumbbells that I had.
Because Massachusetts for COVID was horrible. Everything was
Horrible.
closed. The vaccine cards, restaurants, you had to show the cards. Massachusetts was not like Florida.
No. I don't know how Florida was, but I heard it was easy.
Way more flexible.
I feel like when it's a cold weather like this, people get sick more often. So people are like very scared.
Oof.
And I was working out at home, and one day my friend, he said, let me just record you working out at home. And I go, okay. right? I never thought in my life, because my Instagram back the day was just private stuff.
Okay.
And then I started posting my workouts.
Were you talking or just
No, no, no. The way I do these days, just showing my workouts. I put the repetitions, the whatever, just showing people what I do. And then since that day, I've been posting on my social media my workouts, 7 days a week, very consistent, of course. I've improved a lot, my content, the quality, etc. And then after 6 months that I was doing that, I saw opportunity, and I started loving doing this stuff. I never thought about being a blogger or anything like that. Never called myself that, but my intention was to show people my fitness life,
Okay.
what fitness did for me, because fitness can change your life.
What did it do for you?
Well, it changed my mental health, like my mindset, my physique as well. And it was something like, it became a habit. And I was just, happy that I was doing something that I loved. And
Did you feel like when you were doing videos and people were watching you, like, were you comfortable or it was like weird?
in the beginning, I was always very concerned of people judging me,
Oh.
and that's
In
why.
what sense?
Who she thinks she is? Where she's from? She does nothing. She's nothing. Has no money. She does nothing about what she's. I don't know. A lot of stuff came to my mind, and I was always speaking in English.
Ah, you were doing in English.
In the very beginning, I would mix, and then I decided to do everything in English because I want to focus on the English speaking people. And then I was like, oh my God, my accent. There's so many things that come to your mind that people are going to be judging you, and whatever, people judge you anyway. And then I just decided what is the next step I would take.
I want to ask you something before you move. Are you familiar with the expression? I also spoke about this in the last interview. It's called tall poppy syndrome. You know what that is?
No.
It's something very common in Australia, because I lived in Australia. We have it in Europe. Essentially, is when you're part of a society, in many countries, in many cultures, they don't like when people raise above
Then.
the average.
Okay.
They want to, cut you and just keep you at the same level of everyone. We have it in Italy. So if you're saying something like, yo, I want to be successful, I want to do something great for my life, people say, "What? You're arrogant. Why are you saying that? You're not better than anyone. Just, stay in your place and
Yeah.
keep your mouth shut." Do you guys have this in Brazil?
We do, but in this case, I never had people telling me that in my face. Because the way I remember my mom telling me, every time I talked to her about money, she would say something. Listen, the most important thing in life is to be healthy. So I always grew up thinking that money wasn't good. Yeah, so I never had any situation where people tell me this in my face, but I'm sure people, they think about it. But what I feel like these situations happens a lot is like sometimes between friends, but most of the time that is not said, and people just, they go different ways. Because I've seen some people that they can handle their friend's success, which is very sad. But yeah, never had this problem like.
So, okay, you start doing content, you like it, you go all in with this. You're still living in Boston. What's next?
So then I decided after 6 months to study to be a trainer, like get my certification, because I saw potential or doing something that I love and making money of it.
This was during COVID, 2020.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got my certification, and then I started training people in my building. And was, very hard begin
Why?
To begin with, because when you are new and do anything, you don't have practice, people don't know you, people don't trust you, and anything you do, the beginning I feel like is a struggle a little bit. So I was training some of my friends. I used to charge very little, but then once I start growing my social media and people start seeing like my body transformation and my passion for fitness, and they spread the word, like, and then I started getting more people reaching out, and then finally I was like in a point that I was having my agenda full with training. And I was at the same time I was like figuring out a way to get brands to collaborate with me so I could get stuff, in exchange or make some money.
What was like the dream collaboration for you?
I tried a brand that is called loungewear, I think. So I reached out to many brands. I got a lot of no's. I worked with some nice brands, but it was nothing crazy. They didn't pay me for that. It's just like exchanging products. And I was like figuring out how to grow my following in an organic way to attract the right people.
So now you were doing this full time, no more nightclubs, bottle,
No.
restaurants, just
No.
fitness.
Just fitness. I finally got into like online coaching as well. Online coaching, I had some experience like with some apps that didn't work well. So then I started growing my Instagram, and then I started getting little deals here, there, and there, and I finally had this thought that I should have like something to sell, right? And I love, GM outfits. And then I decided to create my brand, Incredible as You. So I started searching for suppliers. It took me a year and a half to finally open my LLC and get my first order in. And I started with no money.
Did you have someone
Zero.
helping? Did you have a
No.
mentor, a business
No.
coach? Everything you did was
No, just me.
How were you learning and educating yourself?
Well, I feel like
Like
I
how-
did business. I did business in
Yeah,
college,
but
but
do they teach you how to start a business?
they do. But listen, it was in 2000. I graduated in 2011, so 2008 I started, 9, 10, 11, 2000, yeah. So it was a long time ago, and I did good in college. I learned a lot, but you are in the US, it is completely different.
Different world.
People here, they shop in another way, they connect in another way, they dress in another way, they market in another way. Everything that I did, even before I was a trainer, the way that I was creating my content, it was by watching successful people doing it. So I went there, like I was watching people and I was doing the same. That's what I did. So everything that I did, that I've been doing so far, is like my intuition. And, I've been learning a lot in these last 5 years, almost 6 years that I've been doing social media. A lot of mistakes, a lot of setbacks, a lot of crying, a lot of like not sleeping, anxiety. And that is my life. When I want something, I'm gonna work for it, and I don't know. I just do the first step. That's what I did with my brand as well.
You did do the first step, and then nas mãos de Deus.
Nas mãos de Deus, it is God's hand. Well, for my brand, I'm still figuring a lot of things out, and I launched my brand in 2023. So in March this year is gonna be 3 years.
So you do the logo, you reach out to the suppliers, you take care of the online orders, you do everything?
I hired a girl to do my first logo.
Okay.
Like 2 months ago, I just did a little rebrand for Fernanda coaching, and Incredible as You as well. So I've been working with her, Vanessa. By the way, she has an amazing marketing team as well. But most of the work...
You design the clothes?
Well, the way I work is like this. For you to be designing like 100%, you would have to order like crazy amount of clothes. and I'm not in that scale yet. So I do some changes here there, but I'm not able to 100% design
Okay.
something. And I have very good taste, so my stuff is very cute. So
Well, so okay, what is this incredible as you? Describe what kind of like style and outfit is this?
so it
Is
is
it women only?
for now, yes, but
Sorry, guys.
I actually I'm start working some stuff for men as well.
Okay.
It is fitness and lifestyle. I don't know if you noticed, but nowadays we are wearing like athleisure wear all day long, and it's comfortable. You can dress it up, dress it down. You can. I go out for dinner sometimes with my outfits. I wear like a one piece. I put some heels on, blazer, nice accessories, nice bag, and I'm
You go with
ready.
your incredible as you to the restaurant.
I do. I do.
Well, I
I
mean,
go
you're
out.
promoting your brand also.
I
So.
promote my brand all the time. That's what I do. So I do events as well. I have some clients like VIP clients. We have a group chat, and when I'm going to Boston in a couple of weeks, we get together. We are all wearing incredible as you. We have some drinks. We do some videos and some pictures. Something fun because what I try to show people about me, it is that it is possible for you to be fit and to have fun and to have a normal life,
Let's
right?
go. You don't have to be dieting
I mean,
24/7 and not
no,
and
you can have
deprive you from good stuff.
no, you can have a life, you can travel. I know I travel, I work out when I'm traveling, but it's something that you know, I really like it. But you can have fun, you can look good, you can feel good. It is just, you have to find your balance. And that's what's incredible is about. It is like, I want to make sure that women, they feel comfortable, they feel sexy, they feel confident, and they feel like they do whatever they make they like happy, them happy. So that
I
is
love it.
the vision behind the name. And then
You always wanted to do this, or you one day you were like, "Yo, I'm gonna start doing my own brand."
no, so I started noticing that because I got a lot of no's from brands. And I was so pissed. I go, why they don't want to work with me? I was comparing myself a lot with another fitness creators, and I couldn't understand. My content was good, everything looked good. Why I was not getting the attention that all the people that in my mind see how we grow a lot. I don't do that nowadays. I don't compare myself anymore. But back in the day, I was always comparing myself to similar accounts, and I was like, "Oh my God, they are growing so much.
Why
What
am
they
I
are
not?
doing? What is the secret? What is my problem? What I'm doing wrong?" That's why many times I thought about giving up, and then I was like, "No, I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna give it another try." And then at the time that I stopped comparing myself and just did what I think was nice and cool, then the things start growing. Yeah. It is very interesting.
Wow. So I wanna ask you, like, you give me this impression that you always had very clear ideas. You were always very confident in your decisions. You were like, "Yo, I'm gonna take a risk. I don't care. I'm just gonna go for it." Where do you get this like sense of I'm doing the right thing. I'm not gonna think twice. This is it. I'm going. I have faith that things are gonna work out. Where do you get all of this?
I'm gonna say that I'm a Sagittarius. I don't know if you know a little bit about the horoscope and
I
stuff.
do. Sagittarius, not much. And in December,
It's November, December.
November, December.
Uh,
Fire sign.
Fire sign, very positive. We, you know what it is? Even though I was not confident, confident that would happen, but I rather try something and not regret that I haven't tried what it was in my heart. And we have a very strong intuition as well. So, and I really believe that when you have a dream in your heart, there is a reason why you have these dreams. I really think that it was God that put those ideas in my heart, in my mind, and I was scared. I'm still scared. I still sometimes I don't know what I'm doing, but I do it anyway. And if it doesn't go well, I think, okay, what, I'm not gonna die from it. You know, it's not my last chance. If I'm still alive, I still have chance to fix things. Because when I look back, the place I come from, no money at all, but good education, good values, and my mom is a person that she was like a huge reference for me in many ways. But at the same time, she was like very, very humble. And I'm humble, but it's not in the way that she doesn't have any ambition in her life. And when I saw that I have a potential to be much more and to be changing a lot of people's life, then I started thinking, okay, I have to do something about it. But it's like, it doesn't mean that I'm not afraid. I'm just a little delusional, I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to make it work, but I'm going to make it work. And somehow I connect to the right people. The right doors open. The wrong doors are shut. And that's how everything in life been working for me. The way I moved to Miami was, is another
Yeah, I want to know that as well.
crazy. But it's like, it doesn't mean that I'm not afraid. I'm just a little delusional, I'm like...
What happened, like Boston, Miami? Like,
so since I started coming here to visit Miami, I think it was the end of 2020. I was coming here a lot to escape the winter there. And every time I came here, I had so much fun. I was enjoying the weather so much.
a lot of Brazilians here.
Again, I don't...
Hang out with Brazilians?
I do, but it's just like the ones that are my friends. I never went to Brazilian places.
Okay.
It was not the point of me being here.
Being here in America, I get it.
It was the places here in Miami, the lifestyle, the music, everything. And then I would go back to Boston crying in the airplane. And I was praying, God, I need to come back. This is my place. I felt like Miami was my
your
home.
Place?
So since then, I started praying, and then I was getting anxious about it because this summertime, there's like, it lasts actually 2 months.
So depressing.
So depressing. And then...
Sorry, guys. Nothing against Boston.
No,
but
I'm very grateful for Boston. I still have my business there. I made very good friends there. It is just not the lifestyle for me. And so I got to a point that I was so crazy about moving here. And I would get in fights with my ex because he was like getting crazy. Oh, you're making me crazy. You talk about that all the time, blah, 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 blah.
he didn't want to move down?
No, I don't think he will ever do that. And then I got to a point that I surrendered. I surrendered everything to God. I go, God, when the time comes and I'm ready, just take me to Miami.
Wow.
Miami was in my vision board, like in so many ways.
Do you do vision boards?
I do.
Yeah?
I do.
I got into it recently.
I did 2 years ago, and a lot of the things that was on my vision board happened. So I did that. 2 years ago, I started doing this. But before I used to start, I feel like when I got into my spiritual life more, I was working more in my spiritual life because my life was not going well spiritually and mentally.
Was that here in America?
Yeah, I started going to this church in Medford, in Boston area.
Catholic?
No, evangelical. And that church actually changed my life. So I was always thinking something more spiritual and doing therapy so I could understand myself better and what I really wanted in life. Then I decided to do the affirmations, the vision boards, blah, blah, blah.
Are you familiar with Joe Dispenza?
Joe, who?
Joe Dispenza?
No.
Okay, so he's big about meditation, but when you meditate, you visualize the life that you desire.
Yeah.
And you do it so often that visualization becomes part of your subconscious. And once you do that, you start to attract what you desire.
Yeah, I don't know him. I'm gonna look into it. I actually have to get more into meditation. I feel like it's something that I'm lacking. But the spiritual life and my mental health and everything is like getting so much better since I started like working on myself. And I got to the point that I cannot even hang out with people that doesn't do that for themselves, because I want to be surrounded by people that are growing in so many ways. So I did the vision board. I got divorced. I started in the process of getting divorced, and in the beginning of last year. So I finalized everything in October, and I already knew, okay, now I'm gonna just move. I left everything behind, like my clients that I love so much.
Oh, in October you moved to Miami.
Yes, October.
Oh wow.
I was already in process of opening my store, so I just kept going. And there was a lot of issues with the permit because my store is inside a gym.
Oh wow.
And the store was finally open, like not even 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna do the big opening.
Let's
in a
go.
couple. I know. I'm
Wow.
so excited. So I still have to go back once a month,
Okay.
because my clients are there. I have a very good assistant there, but it still is my business. I have to
Be present.
be present, and yeah. And nowadays I'm here in Miami doing online coaching, private training, anything in fitness. Yeah.
Let me ask you, so about your like fitness personal training, like what is, if I was like your client, how would you approach me in regards, like would you take care of my nutrition? Would you like look at my lifestyle? Would you just take care of my like workouts, or would you look at my like mental health, what kind of trainer are you?
So for me, fitness, it is a lifestyle, right? You're not gonna see me training bodybuilding style. You're not gonna see me training a lot of machines. My type of training is like more functional training. It depends also where I'm gonna be training the person. It's like a big gym, it's my place, it's their place. So I make sure that I understand my client's goals, my client's necessities, routine, lifestyle, and then I have to combine the mindset with the physical stuff.
Okay.
Because they can work out, of course the nutrition comes with it, because they can work out 7 days a week, but if they're not committed, if they're not consistent, if they don't do it for the right reasons, they're going to give up, they're going to stop, they're going to make excuses. Some of my clients, I had clients that they pay the package and they never show up. So it is like I try to understand what is behind the need of them reaching out to me, because most of the time they reach out to me because they want to lose weight, they want to look better, and then we connect, we bond so well, and this becomes also like a therapy session.
Wow. I know. Yes, it's a big responsibility.
Yeah, it's a big. But you know what makes me very happy? I get so many nice feedbacks in the matter what, like, Fernanda, I'm more confident. I now can wear skirts showing my legs. I now can wear bikinis. I now love myself better. I'm doing this for this and this and that. I admire what you do because you show your journey, and that's what I want to become one day.
That's cool.
And this type of feedback, it's what makes a trainer. Because if you think about the money side, you have to be very smart about what you do, because you are trading your time. It's not very smart, depending on what is your goals in life. I have very high goals in life.
Because if you're not training someone, you're not making money.
Yeah.
So that's your time for money.
Yeah, you are trading your time for money. And I always, when I talk to trainers that are new, for example, in the business I go, you have to figure something out too. You can do both, but you have to do an extra thing, so you don't struggle financially, because we do struggle financially if you don't only do in personal training.
Until you have your clientele.
Even when I had a full agenda in Boston, but the weather gets bad,
they don't show
they
up.
don't show up. Summer comes, they want to travel. Winter is too hard, they don't want to leave home. So they get sick. The kids, they lose their jobs. So there is always something going on in their lives.
I think from the outside it seems personal training is like very glamorous.
Yeah, nah, but not.
It's not like that, guys.
No.
Now I work in a gym. She's a trainer. Like, you always have to be.
You have to be always looking good, clean, of course, happy, in a good mood, and give the best that you have for your clients. People are paying you to be like, to make them better. So you cannot get there in a bad mood.
Your shit doesn't matter.
No.
It's out of the.
No, if you have any problem, you live at home. Any job, you should be doing this. But
Yeah.
when you personally work with a person, the energy, the connection is very important, because you want to make sure that your clients, they want to see you. So that's especially in cold places like Boston. So people like, Fernanda, I would never go out if it wasn't for you. I'm here because of you.
Oh wow.
So that makes me happy with the job that I do.
Mm-hmm.
But being a trainer, if you are thinking about being a trainer, I think it's a beautiful job. You can change lives, literally. But you have to be also smart. You're going to get older. You're not going to be able to be lifting so much weight all day long, or teaching so many classes. It gets tiring, So you have to think about something else that you can have your income, and you can build a beautiful future for you and your family.
If you want mentorship, Fernanda can offer you that. So if you guys
I can. I do online, one-on-one. I'm launching 2 new products as well,
Okay.
which is like a platform when I'm going to be doing follow-along classes. It is most likely like a YouTube thing, but it's like my own. It's called Fernanda Fitness Room.
That's cool.
And we're going to have a nice community there where we're going to chat and exchange experiences. You're gonna have some nutrition tips as well. And I'm launching a new fitness app with my friend Sheila. She's also a trainer, a very good friend of mine. She's probably moving to Florida soon as
She's in
well.
Boston?
She's in Boston still. She was a
Come
client.
to Miami. Let's go.
That is, yeah.
There's sunshine right now. It's January.
I know. She's coming. She's
It's hot.
coming. And this app is gonna be an app. It's a different way where we're gonna have nutrition, personalized nutrition, and a workout plan for you to follow. Yeah, and then I have Incredible as you, and the goal is to bring a store to Miami as well.
Okay.
So hopefully this year this is gonna be happening.
It's already happening.
Yeah.
It's already here.
Amen. Amen.
I wanted to ask you, Fernanda. So, like, what I'm curious to know is, like, in this journey of yours, like you said, you had some down moments. You did therapy. What were some lessons that you learned? Maybe doing therapy, maybe being alone, and you realize something, and you want to share that. Maybe it can impact someone.
I'm gonna share very quickly the way I moved to Miami. I literally drove my car here for 3 days. So I didn't bring any furniture because I got like a furnished place. But I do have a lot of outfits and shoes, especially because of my brand. I have like a full room of my outfits. So I rented a little U-Haul truck. I put in my SUV, and I drove here for
Alone?
7 days alone. My friend Sheila was supposed to come, but something happened. She couldn't. And then I started thinking, it was a very hard time because I thought I was going to give up, because 3 days driving by yourself is crazy. But then I was doing a lot of, listening a lot of podcasts, and praising God, listening to God music and gospel music. It made me think that in this world, we come alone and we die alone. You don't have to rely on people. Of course, we need to create a community. We grow together and stuff, but you cannot depend on people. Because when you expect people, they are going to fail. Like the only person you have to trust forever and ever is God or whatever you believe at. A bigger energy, but you cannot rely on people. You have to do it yourself and understand that you cannot take things personal, because everybody here is evolving. They are struggling. They have their own problems. Their own issues, and you just have to do your thing. Persist, be consistent, be persistent, resilient. And if you really have things inside you that's telling you to do something, it's because you have to. You can procrastinate, but in a couple years, you're gonna be doing what you knew before you should be doing. It's gonna come back because it's what you are like meant to be in this planet. So you have a little voice in your mind, and you're like, no, this is not right. I don't have the talent. I don't have the resource. Whatever. You have to believe, and you need faith, and just give the first step. Because things are gonna work. If it doesn't work the way you want, you're gonna learn something from it. It's like relationships, right? And I still have breakdowns. I still cry. I still doubt myself. I still have my low moments. But what I try to do is not to be on the low moment for a long time. When I see that I'm there, I try to understand what I'm feeling like this. Talk to some friends. Talk to ChatGPT.
The new therapist.
Although I think a real therapist, it is something very important. But and then you have to just work on yourself, and then don't give up.
Wow. We're done. I'm really like curious to see what's gonna happen for you, like your next steps, because I feel like you're never gonna stop until you reach your goal. So I want to see what these goals are. I'm curious about that. But if there's anything that you want to share that I didn't ask you, or a message that you want to send out there, this is your moment. It's all you.
No, I just want to say thank you. I'm very glad we met at the gym. I think you were amazing. I think you're going to be very successful.
Let's go.
And podcasts, I believe that is something that impacts people's life. And if you are doing it for the right reason, you're going to be very successful. And I see a great future for you as well.
All right. Muito obrigado, Fernanda.
Obrigado, Matteo.
Ciao a tutti gli amici, all the friends Brazilians, friends in Boston, Miami, and on to the next.
Bye.
Ciao,
ciao.
ciao.